As a gay man, I have been reliably informed he cannot opinion on this, and you should have told him to shut up. Wait, what? Ben came out? Coming out as gay to own people who think women deserve respect and free will. Yeah, I mean, I respect that. Dude, I respect the fucking grind, dude. I'm sorry. Did somebody say fucking Sigma grind set? How much do you hate? How much do you hate women, chatter? You just simply fucking wait for me to... You simply sit there, okay? And you wait for me to cover the Amber Heard trial so you can come in and say that Amber Heard is like a villain, a witch, deserves to be dead or some shit. Meanwhile, Ben Shapiro's out here, literally coming out and living life as a homosexual man to own women. Okay? Don't ever tell me about grind set. Step your fucking game up, incels. Step your fucking game up, dude. Becoming gay to own women, dude? What the fuck? That's right. It's a new era, baby. I hate women so much, I won't even fuck them. I'm fucking dudes now. Straight up. Ben Shapiro was like, I'm so misogynistic, I don't even want to fuck women. Anyway, also, why should he be worried about the rest of his life of all the human beings on God's green earth? Gay men should be the least worried about decisions regarding abortion. Blow his bussy out, Shabibo. Shabibo. As a gay man, I have been reliably informed he cannot opinion on this, and you should have told him to shut up. Ben Shapiro hates women so much. Faked being gay to own them. Hashtag respect. Hashtag Sigma grind set. Hashtag hustle culture. Don't say faked, say he became gay. Okay, well, I mean, now we know why his wife's pussy is dry. Have you seen the tweets where Shabibo complains about couples therapy only revolving around sexual frustration of women? And another tweet about how much his wife laughs when another coworker texts her and he thinks this other dude should be a comedian? Those are not real tweets. Do you think Dave Rubin will leave his husband for Ben now that he's out? No. Wait, is he actually gay? No, dude. Everyone is fucking joking because of the way that he wrote this. He wrote it. He said, as a gay man. Okay? Like, he fucking typed his tweet out like he's gay. I ship my problematic faves. I think that is the worst possible sentence structure he could have used. How was this man college educated? This motherfucker went to Harvard, dude. Went to fucking Harvard. Should have replied with this. What? Why do you have a readily available 1P Azealia Banks reaction photo from like an Instagram live? It's a wild. Because they're gay? Yeah, it's probably, but she's saying the F word in that? Oh, is that why? That makes sense. The video has her saying the F word in it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Also, what? Chatter's really trying to get you canceled? Oh my God. No. When you're on Twitter enough, you start to accumulate reaction pics. No. This makes total sense. Also, Azealia Banks produced and sang 212. So I'm pretty sure that like 99% of homosexuals do not have a problem with this and literally uses as a reaction gift for that reason. You make 212, you get the F word pass, I think. Or at least that's what my gay friends tell me. Occupy Denmark is going to tweet about how Ben Shapiro should be deplatformed for being gay. Retweet a deplatform this homosexual. Oh, dude, I love deranged Occupy Democrat tweets. It's my favorite thing. Wait, did Ben actually come out? No, dude, no. Azealia once said she says the F word in a feminist way. She's awesome. She's also a TrueAnon fan, isn't she? Isn't she like, or no, she's a Red Scare fan, I think. She's problematic in other ways, but 212 is fire. Yes, chatter. Azealia Banks is problematic in other ways. And by that, I mean in every way. Like literally, the definition of it. If you were to consider that to be like a real tangible concept, it would just be her. Every action, pretty much. Which kind of makes her awesome in a really unique way. Oh, she made a list of people that she doesn't hate, and Brace Belden was on there. That's wild. I mean, that's cool. I love Brace Belden as well, so. He nailed their asses. Oh, dude, I love this guy. Yes, I too follow Lib Posting, a.k.a. Lib Agar.
Here's my impression of a liberal ordering food. Hi, server, I'm dumb as hell.
Fucking got him, dude. Haha, get fucked. Get fucked, everybody. That's so you. Not me, though. Oh, that's awesome. Top comment on 212. This is where I separate the art from the artist. I mean, 212 is a fucking banger, dude. Occupy Democrats doing that. Vote blue no matter who schizo posting. Speaker Pelosi sounds the alarm about the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. Says it could pave the way for Republicans to obliterate even more of our freedoms. Gay and interracial marriage could be next on the chopping block. Retweet if you pledge to vote blue. Hey, this could be so much more deranged. I don't like it. Have you seen Elizabeth Warren's reaction to this stuff? I did, yeah. Content gold? No, I don't want that. Watch the video Azealia made about Lizzo? Absolutely not. That seems like literally I will get canceled no matter what I do in that video. If I watch Azealia Banks talk about Lizzo, I know for a fact I should just end my broadcasting career right then and there. I will never ever watch that. The fact that I even brought it up to this degree, it means that I'm getting canceled somehow, okay? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That is awful. Oh my God. It's like I'm thinking about all the different. Yeah, I did see this. Dude. Ben has been fucking posting out his ass, dude. Straight up. Everything that he's posted so far on the abortion stuff has been fucking great. Urgent. Benjamin, it's Nancy Pelosi and I'm pregnant. Mitch McConnell won't let me get an abortion. Childbirth may kill me at this age. Can you send me $30? He said we need to build a FARC because they're coming for sodomy next. I mean, I'm not gonna click and free scroll. His replying to someone's tweet about the Met Gala that was sent 2 minutes before the SCOTUS news dropped and being like, "Do you really think this is worth sharing right now? Really?" This, by the way, happened to me, but it was after the fucking tweet dropped. Where is it? Where did he say? Hold on. There was another really funny one. Oh, I guess he deleted it. He deleted that one. This got Ben Shabusi wet. Oh, dude, yeah, this one, I mean, this is old. Stop hitting on me. I'm really shy. LMao, he is the best. Dude, oh God, he's such a fucking relentless loser. Dude, that's all conservatives are, dude. They're just fucking ginormous losers who want to fucking cry to the refs and be cool. That's it. Does Supreme Court justices have Secret Service protection? Does the Supreme Court receive protection from the Secret Service? The short answer is no. The just kidding star. Put the star in your post when you're just kidding so that your buddies know if you're just joking around. I think it should be legal to look stuff up on Google. Oh, dude, this is going on a compilation somewhere. One of these fucking sick Oppo research for free freaks in my chat is like literally fucking putting this in a compilation folder somewhere, so when like a Supreme Court justice is like farted on or something, they can use this in there and be like, look at this leftist communist. He looked at it. He looked at a tweet. Don't worry, boys. We're just voting, okay? We're just voting. We're not going to do shit. We're just voting. A Finnish take on abortion? What the fuck? Dude, this is one like, and I don't care about the Finnish take on... Why would I care about the Finnish take on abortion? Jesus, you have God tier brain rot. People do be searching. People also ask, do Supreme Court justices have security at home? Can you send a letter to a Supreme Court justice? Where do Supreme Court justices reside? What the fuck? That's crazy. I am against that. I'm against searching. Anyway, yeah, that post didn't have the just kidding star, so I don't know if they're kidding or not. If they're just kidding, if they're goofing or not. Did you see Brandon pretty much saying he's tapping out of the convo for now? Yes, I did. I did see it. Court overturns Roe will fall on our nation's elected officials at all levels of government to protect a woman's right to choose. And it will fall on voters to elect pro-choice officials this November. Yeah. Dude, it's fucking tight, dude. They're literally just, I mean, it's awesome. They're basically fucking gearing up. What the fuck? Okay, stop, dude. Stop. Okay, stop, dude. Holy fuck. Are you trying to get me banned? I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. God damn, bro. So many people are just straight like, this is what I mean. When I said, the fool hears a lifetime appointment and thinks that it's a long time. The wise man hears lifetime appointment and thinks that it can be a short time. See, this is what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people are testing, okay? A lot of people are testing the boundaries of simply testing the boundaries of what free speech is on Twitter.com as the new regime of Twitter.com led by Elon Musk. You know what I mean? Delete VOD? No, it doesn't matter. It's just like a fucking... That was just the clock that one kid made. Okay. All right, look. Oh, they're just testing the boundaries on what is permissible and what's not. You know what I mean? I just listened to 212 for the first time and just now, and it's fucking fire and also very gay. Dog, why are you trending again? Oh, because I tweet a lot, and then when I fucking tweet a lot, I tweeted about the fucking Met Gala, and people were like, all the dumbass like fucking leftist shit posters were like, dude, you're so fucking stupid, dude. Like, they were like, I'm a smart leftist. I've always known the Met Gala was bad, dude. And then that like trickled into me talking about Roe v. Wade, and people were like, still, I don't know. They were just, people are fucking stupid. That's it. Okay. Just read the tweet he's replying to. What? I don't care about this tweet. You condone this? Dude, stop sending me that. Stop sending the ballot box memes like your cocktail. Yeah, Kirsten Cinema, I already talked about this, but I guess like I might have forgotten this part of it. But Kirsten Cinema. What? You already see? Roe v. Wade was a decision issued by 7 men. Men shouldn't be making laws about women's bodies. Roe v. Wade was a decision issued by 7 men. Dude, Glenn is, I mean, he's gone, dude. Thank you, even less charismatic Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, the men shouldn't be making laws about women's bodies takes are like all the rad lib takes I find really funny. One of my favorites was obviously, what's his face from the school shooting, David Hogg. This was, dude, this was awesome. Where is it? Wait, did he delete his apology? Oh my God. No, he wrote like a apology last night because the liberals were eating him up, like straight up eating his ass. What is this? I just took down all the tweets I just posted. Thank you for my friends who called me. As a cis man, it is not my place to speak right now, and I let my anger get the best of me. I am sorry. And dude, people say that shit to me too. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Dude, shut up. Like, why is this stream tag social eating? Because I'm eating your mom. Got him. He was, and the funniest thing is like, I mean, he says a lot of cringe shit, right? But this wasn't even cringe. He said this: the reversal of Roe is due to decades of failed Dem leadership. We need to quit the well, at least they're better than Republicans bullshit and demand more of Dem leaders. The GOP is militantly organized like SEAL Team 6, and we're sitting around like a bunch of kids with crayons. I can't believe he's attacking the Marine Corps like this, okay? Just because they're not as well trained as the Navy SEALs doesn't mean, you know, they're not defending us from enemies both domestic and foreign. But anyway, he was right. And then, of course, the liberals ate his ass, okay? That's 100% true. And not stepping on women's toes, what the fuck? This was your same take like 67 minutes ago? Dude, this has been my take. And luckily, I don't have as many fucking libshits in my audience that like lost their fucking minds over me saying this over and over again, because it's true, by the way. Because it's fucking true. It's a 100% correct take, but of course he deleted it because liberals bullied him. And as a cis man, it's not my place to speak right now. It's like, dude, what? It's just so stupid. It's just so dumb to say this. Out of respect for said friends and people impacted by this decision, I'll be offline for a bit, not to take up any more space in your timeline. Good luck. Good night. It's like, you know, it's just, what is the expectation there? To just be like, all right, fuck you then. You're on your own, women. Like, all right, have fun. You know what I mean? Like, people say shit like that all the time to me as well. They're like, dude, none of this impacts you. You're a white guy. None of this impacts you. You're a white guy. I'm like, okay. You're a rich white guy living in California. I'm like, okay. Yeah, you're right. I guess I shouldn't care then. Sorry. My bad, dude. You're right. I also, of course, do not have friends who get impacted by decisions like this. I also cannot ever, you can't, just because you can't comprehend a world in which, like, someone cares about other people beyond themselves, it does not mean that, you can put that on me. I get it. Like, you got a lot of shit going on your own plate, so you can't fucking comprehend a world in which, like, you have care for your fellow individuals. But, I'm an empath, so, and also Gemini behavior, you know what I mean? And also my Mercury's in Gatorade. People taking silence is violence too literally. No, but it's like, but that's the funniest thing is, like, they also say silence is violence, but then they turn around and they're like, but not like that. Shut the fuck up. David Hogg Dono. Dems have 49 years to codify Roe v. Wade into federal law and didn't do shit, even when they had nice supermajority in both House and Senate during those following years from 1974, 1975, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 1995, and 2010. Thank you, David Hogg. I read that $5 dono, and it's correct. All these adult libs should stop talking about the don't say gay bill since it doesn't affect them. I mean, it's just fucking stupid. Hassle. It's stupid. It's stupid across the board. And dude, stop. Freya Yuchin, I'm gonna fucking block you. You send the dumbest links, please. The rights, cis males have no problem sharing their political views on homosexuals. Yeah, also, you can be a cis male and a homosexual. I think you meant like cis het. But anyway, people have arrived at SCOTUS. Your haters are like, if you care, you would sell your house, your car, and lead a socialist revolution with your millions of followers. Keck W. Yeah, it's fucking dumb as fuck. Is this serious?
Elected officials' windows is tight. In a video game, of course, Mr. Abi has.
What the fuck is this, dude? Oh, shit. I love how you have this billion-person chat and you still can peg the stupid idiots sending dumb links. Yeah, I mean, I unfortunately have a brain disease where I can't stop looking at chat. I mean, it can affect you if you get a girl pregnant. I mean, I live in California, and also I'm financially secure enough to avoid the consequences. I talk about this all the time. So no, technically this doesn't impact me directly. Not many things do at this stage in my life, but that doesn't change the reality that I care for people. I still have love for people living in fucking red states who don't have that kind of access. There are people in this community that are in that predicament currently. You know what I mean? Of course I care about those people. That's why I advocate for the things I advocate for. I'm not a fucking dumbass conservative. Okay? Dumbass conservatives are the people who literally just say, oh, well, it doesn't personally impact me, so who cares about the fucking violent retribution that, marginalized people are subjected to? I don't want to punish poor people. That's why I advocate for a system that taxes me even more, okay? That pays for healthcare.
Love you,
you need to have sex, first of all. Okay, why you got to dunk on me while I'm having an honest moment, okay? You can't... Don't use every fucking opportunity to be like, well, you don't fuck, lol, lel. You got me, okay? Yeah, you got me. Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't care because I need to have sex first to be able to fucking do an abortion. It's such a weird thing, though, because, like, yeah, I think it's a self-report when people just say... like I said, I think it's a self-report when people just simply state like, well, it doesn't impact you. Shut the fuck up. It's like, yeah, I know. Well, I'm not a fucking asshole like you. You're basically saying the only reason why you do care about these issues is because it impacts you. Like, I care about issues that don't impact me because I care about other people. Asshole. Anyway, Google says July 25th isn't a Gemini, or does it totally? I'll support July 25th. No, what? I was kidding. I'm not a Gemini. I'm a Leo. I'm sitting here in Texas having a panic attack for the second time in the span of a year over my own reproductive rights, and it's comforting to have people like you cover this stuff and care about this in a situation. Yeah. Okay, let's see what the fuck Ben has to say about this.
Biggest breaking news morning in, I don't know, about half a century in terms of the legal sphere.
Look how fucking giddy this nerd is, dude. Look how fucking giddy this goddamn nerd is, dude. Look at him. Look at him.
The weather is getting
He's
better.
just like, oh, my pussy is so wet right now. Wet ass P word. Make that pullout game weak. That's right. I'm Ben Shapiro. And hypothetically, what if my pussy was so wet right now at the thought of women being denied bodily autonomy by the federal government?
But subbed for 6 months.
Because last night, Politico broke a story. And this story is stunning for two reasons. One, the content of what the Supreme Court is apparently ready to do. And two, the fact that it was leaked. We'll start with the second story first. So last night, Politico reported that a draft decision by Justice Samuel Alito that had achieved a majority of Supreme Court support, apparently 5 votes in favor, was to basically overrule Roe versus Wade. Not basically, entirely overrule Roe versus Wade, entirely overrule Planned Parenthood versus Casey, and return the issue of abortion to the state legislatures, whereas where it originally resided. And the fact is that the Constitution of the United States has nothing to
Wait, Ben's sister had a miscarriage? She should go to jail. We should be prosecuting miscarriages.
say about abortion.
Who's to say that wasn't an abortion? Who's to say that that was a traumatic incident? That, you know, and it was really a miscarriage. I don't know that. I can't trust a woman. Man. That is a something that could happen in the foreseeable future. It is something that has happened, by the way, in America in the past and in contemporary American society. As a matter of fact, it happened in Texas not that long ago, and then they had to drop the charges.
At HasanAbi, time to use our 2A rights, baby.
Which means that states all over the United States had various laws with regard to how liberal they were going to be on abortion or whether they were going to ban the killing of the unborn entirely. That was the status of the law up until 1973 when the Supreme Court, on the basis of no precedent, on the basis of nothing in the constitutional text, on the basis of no real logic, decided to simply...
For a miscarriage, some of you have never seen my videos on this matter, and it shows. Weeby, do you still have that TYT link? I don't know if you're in here because I'm watching your fucking dumbass video that you sent me, but...
Smile.
Do you remember when you sent me that TYT link of my old video of me talking specifically about this? No, that's not how you spell his name. It's W-I-H-B-Y. Look, my man is ready to go. Look at this. He's got it fucking fired up. Here. Let's go to a young Hasan. An old Hasan.
First stream since insurrection. Forgot I had
Marsha Jones, the 27-year-old woman from Birmingham. Marsha Jones, the 27-year-old woman from Birmingham, Alabama, who got indicted on a manslaughter charge and was taken into custody. Why? Because she was pregnant when she got shot. The shooter, on the other hand, went free. Wait, what? The absolute state of Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's rewind that real quick. So Marsha Jones, a 27-year-old pregnant woman, and Ebony Jamison get into an altercation at the parking lot of a dollar store. Ebony pulls out a gun and shoots Marsha. Ebony is arrested at first, but then further investigation shows that Marsha, the pregnant woman, is actually responsible for the altercation and the escalation leading to her being shot. An officer involved in the investigation deems that the only victim of the incident is Marsha's 5-month-old fetus. That's right, baby. The only victim is the pregnant child, is the baby. The fetus was dependent on its mother to try to keep it from harm, and she should seek out unnecessary physical altercations. Now, I totally understand not charging the shooter if Marsha was the aggressor and
Ebony shot her in self-defense, but putting someone in jail with a $50,000 bond because they were pregnant when they got shot has to be absolute insanity. Insanity unless you think a person is no longer a full person the moment that they get pregnant. After conception, the woman becomes something different, like a baby incubator, who's criminally liable for what happens to their fetus. This has the capacity to set a terrifying precedent that would essentially criminalize miscarriages. But apparently, we have already been doing exactly that. The National Advocates for Pregnant Women identified 413 criminal and civil cases across 44 states involving the arrest, detentions, and equivalent deprivations of pregnant women's liberty between 1973 and 2005. The NAWP said that it is aware of a further 250 cases since 2005. Now, this study is more than 6 years old at this point, but the findings are terrifying. There's a case in Ohio where a judge kept a woman in prison to prevent her from having an abortion. Another case in Oregon where a woman was locked in a psychiatric ward for refusing a doctor's recommendation on getting additional testing for gestational diabetes. A DC court order that forced a critically ill woman to undergo a C-section despite her personal objections, which ended with both the baby and the woman dying. And this even happens in New York, apparently, where in 2008, a pregnant woman was charged with manslaughter for getting in a car accident. A woman in Arkansas gave birth at home to twins who were born dead, so she panicked and tried to hide the bodies. A medical examiner determined that the babies had died in the womb and that she had no illegal substances in her body, and yet she still awaits trial with a $50,000 bond for 2 counts of abuse of a corpse, which carries a minimum of 3 years in jail. I mean, what's next? Should we start placing pregnant women under citizen's arrest if we see them drinking a glass of wine? Should we start jailing women for not taking their pregnancy gummy vitamins, for shoveling snow outside, or not staying in bed all day? I mean, these are all potentially harmful to a fetus. So now they're technically attempts at manslaughter, right? And that's precisely the issue with prosecuting pregnancy laws. Annually, there are nearly 1 million known pregnancies that end in miscarriage or stillbirth. We would have to jail, or at the very least, prosecute 1 million women annually. But I guess some people don't take issue with this future. In case you do, please share this video with your friends and leave your...
That was one of them. There's another one. Hold on. I mean, I've been covering this for a very long time, but hey, listen, there you go. Stealing from Woke Bay. Yep, that is right. We should cut out the middleman and make pregnancy illegal. I agree. Actually. You're right.
15-month hassle.
No sex for anybody means no pregnancy for anybody, if you think about it.
The grace of God. The grace of
Wait, dude, I don't even remember this video. What the fuck? I don't even remember this video, chat. This could be anything.
The grace of God. The grace of God that causes men to be born again. It causes men to walk in newness of life. You cannot muster that up apart from the grace of God. You must cry out to Him for mercy this morning. Jesus, have mercy on us. Jesus, have mercy on me, a sinner.
The last remaining abortion clinic in Missouri says it may have to stop operations this week. It would be the first time since the Supreme Court's 1973 decision in Roe v. Wade that a state would be without an abortion clinic.
Hey! Do you ever feel like the world is pretty awful and that America is getting more and more backwards with cruel abortion laws? Meanwhile, your Facebook news feed is cluttered with right-wing lies? Well, it's because it is! According to a Media Matters study, right-wing media have dominated abortion-related coverage with sensationalized anti-choice rhetoric and harmful misinformation, which we already knew about. But on Facebook, anti-abortion misinformation is consistently outperforming all other coverage of abortion-related news as well. So when you feel like your distant relatives, your friends back home, or that one suspicious coworker who snuck in a friend request are pumping out wild stories about how Democrats support infanticide, it's probably because 63%
The Hank Pecker
of their
voice
Facebook
was still back then. The Hank Pecker voice was still there back then, for the record. Like, straight up, I was still doing Hank Pecker, even all the way back in like fucking... Who's your editor? Did you do this yourself? I used to write these, research them, and then I would send production notes to my editor over Google Docs. So like I would be like, here, pop this code up and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Or like put this graphic over it. Is it worth it to watch your old TYT videos to be more informed, or is most of that info outdated? None of the information on my old TYT videos is outdated. All the videos that I did, during the breakdown on the Young Turks was 1,000,000%, unfortunately, completely relevant and completely prescient. I'm watching it right now. We can watch it right now and go over it and you'll understand because nothing has changed. All of those same fucking issues are still. He actually researched LOLW. Yeah, I still do. I still research shit when I'm talking about it. You think I just like it'd be funnier. It would be, in my opinion, it'd be more impressive if I was able to literally fucking describe to you things that are happening with like all of this extra information without any research. If I just like made it up, I think that would be more impressive. But thank you for thinking that. Yeah, I'm just making all this shit up and it happens to be true. They have just gotten worse. What do you mean, Kopege? They have gotten worse. Why are there so many LOLW watchers right now? We got a lot of LOLW Andys in here. Anyway, let's continue. So you read? Never.
Most interaction on abortion came from right-leaning pages. And two anti-abortion websites, lifenews.com and Live Action, are responsible for almost 30% of those viral links. By the way, I took the liberty and went on lifenews.com's Facebook page, and amidst the sea of "this fetus is actually a baby" and the "Stop the Baby Holocaust" posts, I found this incredible video titled "This is the sign language for abortion." Just heartbreaking.
Thank you for making reality bearable.
But thank God, lifenews.com earned more than 3 million Facebook interactions on abortion-related coverage in the month of April, whereas fake news media CNN.com got 267,000. Thank God they also put up 58 of the top links on Facebook about abortion in Daily Wire. Then Shapiro's publication was trailing at number 2 with 21 top links. Let's check in with the Daily Wire and how they talk about abortion.
You know what? 60 million babies have been killed. Okay, abortion has been legal for 46 years and 60 million babies have been killed.
Yikes, dude. Abortion doesn't kill babies, it prevents babies from happening. 90% of
Why are you so... Wait, someone in the chat said, why are you so angry? You can't even have kids? I hate to break it to you, chatter, but I'm your father. Okay, I can't find it right now, but I'm literally your dad. I fucked your mom 15 years ago. I had kids with your mom, i.e.,
1 year gigahaz.
I'm your dad. Step outside for some cigarettes, and I never came back. Bro, that was like your 5th mom joke in the past half hour. None of these are jokes. Every time I say I fucked your mom, I actually had sexual intercourse with your mom.
abortions are performed in the first trimester, and that thing certainly is not a baby, more like a gummy bear at that point. But wait, there's more.
I pointed out that rapists use abortion to cover their tracks, and that abortion restrictions can actually protect rape victims, whereas abortion clinics often exploit rape victims and can cause rape to continue.
What the f?
If a 12-year-old is raped by her father and the father takes her to get an abortion, the evidence of the crime will be destroyed and he will go on molesting his victim for years. If, however, the child is born, his crime will be discovered and she'll be rescued from the abuse.
Yes.
The only way, boys. Oh, dude, I forgot about that. The only way that you can figure out if a rape happened is if you force the fucking victim of the rape to carry a pregnancy to term. There's no other way to figure this out. Dude, Matt Walsh has been wilding out for many years, by the way. Like, it's kind of crazy that he is just like the most psychopathic person. So consistently, though. Again, the debate perverts will literally look to that and go, well, that's morally consistent. He's more consistent.
The only way to know if a 12-year-old has been raped is if that 12-year-old is then forced to carry the pregnancy to term. Very cool, Matt Walsh, you absolute sicko. This is the smoothest brained way of looking at this entire situation. This is how a child would actually think of this. There is a massive backlog of untested rape kits in this country, and you think the only way to figure out if someone's been raped is if they carry the pregnancy to term? What the hell is wrong with these people? Look, I'm in favor of having a philosophical conversation about the autonomy of the host, or even the personhood of the fetus, none of which should mean that the government prevents you from getting an abortion, by the way. But these are the kinds of insane arguments you hear from respectable right-wing news sources on why these draconian abortion laws are actually good. Abortion is a wedge issue for the right, which means it's something that they use to radicalize their base and separate their voters from the Democrats. This is why there have been more abortion restrictions enacted between 2011 and 2013 than the entire previous decade. Wedge issues are social and cultural problems both parties can focus.
Paskin Purpose should have ripped this style and haircut. Pretty soy delivery, brother. Dude. Hey, I guess that soy was sexy, I guess then. Okay, this shit would fucking bang. Okay, these were getting like fucking 3 million views. Like, this is when I first popped off on Facebook. I was popping.
Focus on without wide-sweeping material consequences like Medicare for all or anti-imperialism, which will impact the bottom line of many powerful American industries like the insurance industry or the military-industrial complex. But if you're curious as
that's why it's always funny. This video is from 2019, by the way, like, or 2017, 2018. Like, there's plenty of videos that you can point to from even back then, where like the motherfuckers who were literally like back then, there were dudes who were like Nazis who now think that they're like social democrats or whatever, turning around and telling me I'm not woke enough for them. And it's like, really, dude? I mean, come on. I've been doing this for so long. Like, I've been saying the exact same shit for so many years.
the why people are still split on this matter, or why Republicans continue with unfavorable punitive measures on abortions in a desperate attempt to overturn Roe v. Wade, this is it. It's because there are outlets tasked with lying to your relatives, and they're absolutely blowing up on Facebook no matter what conservatives try to tell you about censorship. I'm Hasan Piker. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and inform them. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Join the conversation. And this has been The Breakdown.
You ever feel nostalgic? Take a trip down memory lane watching these videos? I feel that way listening to my own music? No. I mean, it appeals to less online people, so it's probably better agitprop in a way. Yeah, no, I did a decent job at like I think I did a decent job of like cutting agitated propaganda for
HasanAbi.
for boomers for the most part. Like, hold on, let me see if I can find all the other ones. I'm trying to go through all the other ones right now to see if I can find them. Mississippi lawmaker, abortion, punches wife, pastor advocate for abortion, death penalty caught. Wait, what is this one? I've done so many of these. I look ridiculous in this one. Oh my god.
1 year baby.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
We have a severe problem in Protestant circles with sexual abuse, not just by pastors, but by members of the church, and a severe problem with how churches frequently handle disclosures of abuse.
This is former Southern Baptist pastor Stephen Bratton, father of 7. He used to be a pastor at the Grace Family Baptist Church in Houston, and much like many Southern Baptists, he's a vocal advocate for the death penalty for women who seek abortions and doctors who perform abortions, which makes sense. After all, well, here's a YouTube video I found of his church.
We also have a list of core values that we emphasize here at GFBC. Those core values are the sufficiency of Scripture, When we speak about the sufficiency of Scripture, we're referring to the fact that the Bible is the final authority in all matters of faith and practice.
Why are we talking about this handsome fellow today? Well, aside from his advocacy, Bratton is being accused of the continuous sexual abuse of a child after allegedly engaging in sexual intercourse multiple times a day or several times a week. Now, on April 8th, Bratton sat on a hearing for the failed Texas abortion bill and said, whoever authorizes or commits murder is guilty. They're guilty already in a court that is far more weighty than what is here in Texas. Turns out, the courts in Texas might find him guilty of some other things. Only a month later, on May 16th, fellow pastors in the church contacted the police after Bratton allegedly confessed to them that he had been committing the abuse of minors.
You look like a Brandon in this video. Let's go, Brandon.
Aaron Wright, another pastor in the church, gave a public statement on the matter, claiming that Stephen Bratton was in contradiction to the faith and in contradiction to their church. Except, is he really? Because it turns out molesting children is kind of a big problem in Southern Baptist churches.
With nearly 15 million members, the Southern Baptist Convention is the largest Protestant denomination in the United States. Now it is facing a reckoning of its own over sexual abuse. A Houston Chronicle investigation found hundreds of clergy or staff allegedly committed abuse or misconduct over 2 decades.
Now, this Houston Chronicle investigation showed that at least 700 people had reported being sexually abused by Southern Baptist church leaders and volunteers. So I don't want to go.
Bro, sometimes I need to do this where I just like literally play all my old videos. You know what I mean?
7 months has.
I need to take a step away. I just like play shit that I've already said a million times over in the past.
Against the good pastor who said Stephen Bratton's actions were in contradiction with how the church does business, but it sure seems like that's exactly how the church does business.
This week, delegates of Southern Baptist churches approved changes for the first time to make it easier to expel churches that cover up sexual abuse cases.
This convention, ironically, is happening in Alabama, by the way, a state where lawmakers recently passed a near-total abortion ban that doesn't even make exceptions for rape or incest, meaning that once the law is in effect, if a member or a pastor in your Southern Baptist clergy rapes you, you'll have to carry that pregnancy to term, and then to make matters worse, that rapist will likely be able to legally co-parent the child. What a dichotomy this is, guys. I love that so many Americans think that we are exceptional, but in fact, this is truly one of the most backwards nations on the planet where we routinely legislate this kind of brutality. Like, imagine criticizing other nations for how they treat women over in like Middle Eastern nations and whatnot, and then advocating for these kinds of laws here. Just an insane country, man, where rapist pastors can get on a soapbox and advocate to murder women who seek out abortions, but of course, we're still one of the greatest nations on earth, right?
Not the greatest choice of music on that one. Let me real quick. Let me see what these are. There's definitely some in here that are probably about abortions. Nope. Where is this? This is just a playlist, though. I don't want to.
President Trump's former campaign chairman.
I don't care about that. I want to see like Tucker Carlson loses the guess. Hate crimes are on the rise.
Hassle.
There was another one that I had done on there was another video that I did on Donald Trump on abortion, which actually showcases the hypocrisy. This is the last one I'll show you guys, I think. Biker breakdown TYT. Damn, that does not come up on the SEO. We really didn't do a good job with the SEO on that. Anyway, what the fuck was I doing? Oh, I was watching Ben Shabibo. Let's get back to that. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Usurp the issue, and then top down, a bunch of non-elected judges decided that they were going to decide the issue for all of America. And they put in place this ridiculous viability standard that had nothing to do with reality. And then fast forward to Planned Parenthood versus Casey, and they put in place this undue burden standard, which again had nothing to do with the text of the Constitution or anything to do with the nation's history or biology or anything. Okay, so last night, Politico leaks that this decision by Samuel Alito has a majority support and is going to strike down Roe versus Wade. The leak is an unbelievable breach of every ethic the Supreme Court has ever.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that happened. In this news story, the absolute worst thing that happened in this news story is the leak. Okay? Nothing else. Please, dear God, do not focus on anything else. Just think about the leak. Do not think about the implications of what will happen. Do not think about the many times that the Supreme Court justices lied on record saying that they were actually going to maintain Roe v. Wade as a super president. Do not think about the top of the hour ad break at the top of the hour every hour where a 6-second ad break runs and how you can avoid those ads by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Do not think about that. Oh, dear God, do not. But if you do think about that, there is a way you can avoid those ads. Like I said, by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. That is by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. You get one free Prime subscription a month. Or by getting gifted a sub if you're lucky. Here's the 1-minute ad break now.
Ever held on to. It's insane. I mean, it's a crazy, crazy thing. Here's what Politico wrote. The Supreme Court has voted to strike down the landmark Roe v. Wade decision, according to an initial draft majority opinion written by Justice Samuel Alito, circulated inside the court and obtained by Politico. The draft opinion is a full-throated, unflinching repudiation of the 1973 decision, which guaranteed federal constitutional protection.
Oh, shit. Shit is popping off, boys. Okay, there it is. Happening now in downtown Austin. Hundreds of protesters are taken to the streets outside of Texas Capitol following the leaked opinion draft from the Supreme Court regarding Roe v. Wade and women's rights.
Right, you take up that street.
Oh, shit. It's already happening. It's already happening.
Actions of abortion rights and a subsequent 1992 decision, Planned Parenthood versus Casey, that largely maintained the right. Now, the fact that this was leaked is insane. No draft decision in the history of the court has been disclosed publicly while a case was still pending, according to Politico. Never. Never, ever. And it dramatically undermines the legitimacy of the court because...
Oh, no. What will we do? The dramatic undermining of the legitimacy of the Supreme Court. No.
Love you, Hassel.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, no. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. Who gives a fuck? Suck my dick, okay? Suck my fucking cock. Anyone who tries to tell you, like, oh, my God, the institutions are infallible institutions, that is just straight lib shit, okay? These institutions are supposed to work for all of us, okay? They are supposed to work for all of us. That's it. And the moment that they stop working, and the moment that they start operating in this incredibly partisan, in this hyper-partisan way, that specifically are working as an apparatus for the Republican Party to look like they are successfully abiding by the wishes of some of the most psychopathic but active voter bases that they have, it's over. Throw it in the fucking trash. Fuck the Constitution. It's just a piece of paper. You can wipe your fucking ass on it. Maybe you'll get paper cuts, but it does not matter. Okay? These ideas are fake. They're made up. The only reason why we care about them in the way that we do is because other people have told us we need to care about them. Okay? It's bullshit. And if you're going to undermine the integrity of the Supreme Court, and this is something that Chief Justice John Roberts would probably agree with, and that's part of the reason why he did not, for the longest time, take this strong of an approach to undermining Roe v. Wade, okay, then don't act out. Don't fucking make decisions like this. But, of course, conservatives could not stop. They couldn't even fucking keep up the facade that these institutions are just fucking bullshit. They had to take it one step further. They had to also act out the desires of some of the most psychotic, unhinged, insane Republican voters in this country that do not represent more than 30% of the entire country, entire nation's attitudes. And if you do that, then people, of course, are going to think to themselves, like, well, fuck this shit. You know? John Roberts understood that. Ben Shapiro certainly understands it too. And the only time, of course, Ben Shapiro thinks about it is whenever the Supreme Court says, like, I don't know, that gay people can get married or that, black people can go to school with white people. Like, that's the only time when he's like, these institutions are crazy. What the fuck is going on? They're not abiding by the wishes. Don't try to tell schools what to do. Like, that's the only time that he cares about it.
When you have draft decisions that are now being circulated, the idea is, and there's only one reason this happened, and I guarantee you 100% this came from some clerk on the left of the aisle. This came from I would imagine one of Justice Sonia Sotomayor's clerks who decided to be a hero of the Republic and leak out the draft majority decision in the desperate hope that one of two things would happen. One, the public would bring such extraordinary pressure to bear on the justices voting in favor of Alito's opinion that one of them switched over.
Hi, Tina.
Were able to leverage threats of violence, intimidation against these justices to get one of them to flip. Or two, you got Democrats in the Senate and the House and in state legislatures everywhere to immediately snap into place and start passing extraordinarily intrusive pro-abortion laws. And you're starting to see this happen, right? Democrats are already saying, well, we should just kill the filibuster and we should pass a federal law enshrining a right to abortion.
For the record, and I want to point this one more time because probably this is going to appear in a YouTube video. Say hi, everyone in the chat on the YouTube video. Also, please subscribe if you like this kind of YouTube videos and ring the bell for more. I'm forgetting what I was going to say. God damn it. Okay, so the idea that the filibuster needs to be maintained is a silly one. I do understand that, Republicans will go buck wild when they're in a position of power. But the only reason why Ben Shapiro can basically have this take about protecting the filibuster is because Republicans have completely given up on even legislating through the Senate. They have already relegated all matter of legislation to the state legislatures, which they fucking dominate through gerrymandered districts. They've completely overtaken state legislatures all around the country. So much so that they can get away with passing legislation at the state level, for example, that dictates that even if there is a Democratic majority of votes, like they could technically overturn it at the state level, like really crazy stuff. We saw this already earlier this year with the efforts that they took towards protecting voter security. Another thing that like only 30% of the country believed, which was that the votes were stolen from Donald Trump, who was our Lord and Savior, right? So they are very good at, one, undermining Congress and the legislative branch when it comes to still pushing for a legislative agenda that completely overrides Congress. Okay? The other way that they do it is through the court system, obviously. As you've seen, the Federalist Society is a group of activist judges that specifically are plucking and picking law school students and basically setting them up for a career so that they can become the next Brett Kavanaugh. Okay? So Ben can say, they're trying to take away the filibuster or whatever without worrying about it. But if you think for even a brief moment that Republicans needed to destroy the filibuster to get some kind of initiative passed, some kind of some legislative agenda item that they needed to pass, and they needed to destroy the filibuster for it, they would do it. They would do it in a heartbeat because they want to win, because they want to at the very least like do something for their audience, do something for their fucking voter base. Whereas Democrats, on the other hand, despise their actual voters.
YouTube.
And that comes across every time they speak. Every time a Democrat's like, shut the fuck up and vote, dumbass. What do you want? Look at how fucking horrible the Republicans are. You need to vote for us. At a time when like they already hold the majority in the fucking House, the majority in the Senate, and the White House. When they turn around and say, you got to vote harder, idiot. You got to vote harder, stupid. Give me some more money, fuckface. Look at how bad the Republicans are. You're basically admitting that like you resent us. You don't care about us. You don't care about what we want. At this point, we're just voting for you for the sake of voting because you're not a Republican. We already have voted super hard. And for some reason, Republicans are still winning. How the fuck is that happening? It's very frustrating to see.
That isn't going to happen, but that is what the call is from the left side.
I mean, he's right. It's not going to happen.
Of the leak.
He already knows
the leak
that.
is deliberately made in order to put these Supreme Court justices in danger and to jog Democrats to go ahead and pass some sort of federal law, making abortion the law of the land from the federal legislative level. That's what this was designed to do. The person who did this should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, to the extent that they've broken the law. You would imagine that this is a leak of certain classified information. I don't mean national security classified. I mean that when you are in a position with the federal government, you have to sign contracts that mean that you are not allowed to make public the private information.
Why is Tim Pool tweeting that you have communist takes? The fuck is Tim Pool tweeting about me?
That exists at the level of the government. This is true in virtually every government agency. At the very least, this is civil liability for the person who leaked this majority opinion. And
what law is this leaker violating? Do they have a fucking answer to that question? What law? What is the law? I mean, there is no law, for the record. Like, there is no law. They're just like making it up. At this point, they don't even have anything. They're just like, they don't even need to have something. They're just like, it's the law of violating my feelings. It's hurting my feelings. That's the law. It's not nice when they do this.
And it could theoretically be criminal. It should be referred to the FBI and the DOJ for full-scale investigation. Justice Roberts needs to lead the way on that. And if there's any evidence whatsoever that the clerk in this particular case did this at the behest of the justice, whichever justice allowed for this, if that's what happened here, that justice needs to be impeached. And that would be true no matter which side of the aisle we were talking about here. Now, the left, of course, will make the leaker the hero of the republic because, as we know, the left is perfectly fine with illegal leaks so long as those illegal leaks cut in their favor.
I mean, that's the same as Republicans, though. Isn't that literally what you're saying about Hunter Biden's laptop or whatever? Like, yeah, no, that's the truth. Yeah, liberals only care about leaks when it favors them, and Republicans only care about leaks when it favors them. You're not making like a cool point here. It also doesn't really make sense that Ben is saying this. Like, I don't know why he's like going after hypocrisy, because like he himself literally advocates for this. There are very few people who are openly, pro-leak across the board. I'm one of them. I like it. I wanted to see Hunter Biden's cock. It was fat, okay? I wanted to see Hunter Biden, like, doing crack and stuff. I thought it was cool. The proletarian cocaine, the better socialist than me. And, like, I'm a fan of leaks across the board. I think it's more important for us to actually prosecute what is being found in the leaks rather than prosecute who's doing the leaking, right? But other than that, most people don't care. Like, most people are just like, yeah, I only care about leaks when it's, benefiting my side. And Ben is one of those fucking biased idiots, right? I just say banned. Now, Supreme Court opinions or drafts of Supreme Court opinions are not like confidential. You know what I mean? They're not classified national security documents. I don't know what they're gonna, I don't know like what argument they're trying to make here. Even if it was, by the way, I'm still an advocate for leaking it. Like, who gives a fuck? Shut the fuck up. Right? And it's basically just like, oh, my fifis. Like, that person will definitely be fired. Right? Obviously. It's not national security. It's a matter of national integrity and transparency, democracy. Wait, are you pro-leak then? Because it's transparency is quite literally leaking that document. Again, people are, people are straight up just fucking trying to find like weird idealistic reasons as to why it's bad. Also, national integrity. Who gives a fuck about national integrity? What I was saying is you can't take the position that you're for transparency and then say that this is violating transparency. It's quite literally more transparent to fucking leak Supreme Court documents like this.
They're not a fan of it. Totally non-illegal leak.
I'm pro-leak, but there's privilege and it's prosecutable under common law under powers of the court. Wait, what? No shot. I doubt it.
It's like, say, Hunter Biden's laptop, but they are a very big fan of illegal leaks that harm Republicans and completely baseless leaks that harm Republicans. Totally fine with it. IRS leaks of tax information, totally fine with it. They're fine with disseminating the completely unverified Steele dossier for years on end in order to prop up a false narrative that Donald Trump was a stooge of the Russians. When it comes to a leak like this, you will imagine that this will be treated as heroism by the left. But the bottom line is that this sort of leak dramatically undermines the court. No question about it. And it is designed, once again, to bring pressure on Supreme Court justices.
I mean, I hope it does bring pressure on Supreme Court justices. I do also see the argument that, like, statistically speaking, there are significantly more clerks that are conservative on the Supreme Court than there are, you know, liberal ones. So there's that. But also, you know, so I do see that side of it, but I still don't care, right? Even if it was a conservative, I still don't care. But what I certainly don't care about is the integrity of the Supreme Court. As I said already, they are the ones who are destroying the integrity. Don't ask me, ask Chief Justice John Roberts, okay? He's the one who was very aware that this was going to happen if they were to regularly fucking say over and over again that they would never undermine Roe v. Wade. It is settled precedent of the Supreme Court, Kavanaugh said. One of the important things to keep in mind about Roe v. Wade, that it has been reaffirmed many times. That's what Brett Kavanaugh said at his appointment. Neil Gorsuch, Roe v. Wade is the law of the land, Gorsuch answered. I accept the law of the land, Senator. Yes. Amy Covid Barrett. Judges can't just wake up one day and say, I have an agenda. I like guns. I hate guns. I like abortion. I hate abortion. And walk into the royal queen and walk in like a royal queen and impose their own will on the world. It's not the law of Amy, she said. It's the law of American people. So obviously they lied. I mean, I've been saying this. I mean, if you believe a fucking Supreme Court justice on what they're going to say, well, you know, I have some NFTs to sell you. Right? And that doesn't even mean anything. It's like such a lib way to be like, they lied to us. Yeah, no shit. What are you, a fucking... This is the most Disney adult energy. Like, you know what I mean? They lied to us. Yeah, of course they did. They're fucking freaks, dude. They're psychopathic, pedophilic vampires. Of course they lied to you. Like, oh man, someone in Washington lied to us? That's crazy. Anyway, so
less than 3 is the P-tape.
I mean, we don't even fucking we don't even vote for them specifically. So it's even funnier. But lying against leaks is wait, what? Against leaks is literally the same thing as getting mad at a worker for reporting abusive conditions and firing them. It's a strategy to shift the blame of what was leaked onto the person who caused it, which our country also does, by the way. Yeah, of course. Jail them for perjury. I love that. No, that's awesome. Yeah, we should do that. That's jail them for perjury. That's a fucking Occupy Democrats ass take right there. Retweet the jail them.
Which just demonstrates, for the left, the rule of law doesn't mean crap. They don't care about the rule of law. They never have cared about the rule.
But you don't either. Like, what does this fucking take? They don't care about the rule of law. Like, what is law? Law is meaningless, okay? It's a fucking set of rules that we all decided was like the best way to fucking run society. What do you mean? Oh, they don't care about the law. This has nothing to do with the law. You already demonstrated, despite your Harvard law degree, that you don't know anything about the fucking law because you're just lying and claiming that this is a violation of the law. Okay? What law? But even if there was a law, I wipe my ass with that law, okay? I'm fucking pro-leaks. Always.
Rule of law. When they say that they care about the rule of law and quote-unquote democracy, what they mean is we want our way, period. And if that means that we breach the rule of law by having people leak out confidential Supreme Court internal draft decisions, and again, it's a draft decision, which means that it was likely going to change before it was finally issued. That's the purpose of a draft, is that it can be circulated, and then you have dissents written, and then the majority usually responds to the dissents. Okay, so this is not the final form of the opinion, even if this had been the basis of the opinion that eventually was issued by the court. The purpose is the intimidation. I mean, it is illegal. It dramatically undermines the legitimacy of the Supreme Court.
Dude, he just keeps repeating the same thing. Homie's trying to get that 10-minute mark so hard right now. He's so aggressively trying. He's just like, it's illegal. 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 It hurts my feelings. So it must be a violation of the law. Shut up, you fucking nerd. Oh my God, dude. He really should have been bullied way more, dude. Pussy-ass liberals in fucking California didn't throw him into enough lockers, and now we have to listen to this dumbass's takes nonstop. They should have fucking straight up bullied him way, way, way more mercilessly at whatever fucking school he went to in California so that he thought twice before ever fucking opening his mouth about these sorts of things. God damn it, dude. Holy fuck.
And the Supreme Court system completely. And of course, then you have the left saying we should kill the filibuster entirely and we should just cram through a law. Slow clap for all of the norms of democracy must be upheld crew. Also of note, as we'll get to in a little.
They're going to bully him for being pro-choice, doubt it. I'm just saying, like, I mean, he did go to fucking, you know, he did go to some bunch of different schools in California. Lib should have fucking bullied his ass.
Wow. Democrats are shrieking to the heavens, rending their garments, wailing, pouring, wearing sackcloth, pouring ashes upon their heads over the possibility that this issue is going to be returned to the states. They're saying this is the death of democracy.
Yeah, oh man, how crazy that, you know, in a country where 18 states already have trigger laws that immediately criminalize abortion, in the, at the time, unlikely event that Roe v. Wade is overturned, liberals are being so crazy about this. Oh man, it's like, dude, what the fuck are you saying? Of course they're going to freak out about this. This is the one instance where it makes sense that libs are fucking in a state of panic. He will never understand this. He just won't. Unfortunately, he will never understand this. There will never be a fucking, you know, law that makes it illegal for annoying little shitheads to fucking constantly run their mouths, okay? Despite my best interest and despite my best efforts, I keep calling my congresspersons, okay? I keep calling them. I keep sending them messages. I keep sending them emails. I follow them to their cars at home, and yet not a single one will pass this fucking legislation that makes it illegal for annoying, smarmy little shitbirds like Ben Shapiro to fucking constantly run their mouths, okay? I'm trying my best! Sorry.
Democracy. Just a quick definitional point. When voters get to vote on things, that's democracy. So the Supreme Court saying that voters now get to vote on.
Yeah, dude, totally. Voters get to vote on things, and that's democracy. That's really cool, except, you know, not a single, and I said this already on Twitter, not a single fucking state has more than 30% support for fucking banning abortions. But it doesn't matter. And he knows that. That's what the worst part about this argument is that, like, it's just more democracy. No, you fucking asshole. There is no situation in which voters are like, I'm voting specifically to make sure that, you know, abortions are fucking protected. Half of those fucking states do not have a ballot measure provision. Like, you can't put it on a ballot directly so you can have something similar to a fucking referendum to whether or not you can protect abortions or not. If that was the case, they probably would. It would be a gangbusters initiative, okay? Because the overwhelming majority of American people in all of the fucking states, including red ones, believe that the government should stay the fuck out of women's pussies, okay? Only relentless, annoying fucking freaks like Ben are the ones who are literally constantly like, no, I want to know what you do with your pussy. I don't care. And my entire life revolves around telling you what you can and can't do with your own fucking womb. Nobody gives a shit. Most normal people do not give a fuck about this. Only fucking freaks, dude. If you literally are like, no, abortions should not be allowed. Like, it's a fucking murder. It should not be allowed. You're a fucking freak, okay? You are a freak. You are a psycho. You're an absolute insane person, okay? And you should be banished from society. People should boo you everywhere you go. People should be like, boo, you're a fucking loser, you fucking freak. This doesn't even mean, okay? This doesn't even mean that you can't be fucking pro-life. That's your own prerogative, okay? You can be pro-life individually. No one's going to stop you. You can be like, oh my God, the little gummy bear fucking jelly bean-sized thing inside of me is actually a real fucking human life. That's fine, you know? Then don't take the fucking abortion pill and then, you know, pee it out. That's your own prerogative, okay? You should be able to keep the baby if you want to. I'm not advocating to fucking abort your nasty ass fucking conservative filth that you're gonna fucking shit out of your pussy, okay? I don't give a fuck. More Ben Shapiro's for you, okay? Keep shitting these fucking disgusting freaks out all you want. But if someone wants to have an abortion, a medical procedure that is incredibly fucking safe, okay, which 90% of which happens in the first trimester, you literally go to the doctor says, oh, you're pregnant, by the way. You say, oh my God, I want to have an abortion, thank you. And then the doctor's like, here, take this pill. And then you literally have a heavy flow period, and that's it, because it's not a real fucking thing yet, okay? Then they should be able to have that. That's psychotic. It is completely fucking psychotic to be like, no, the government should stop other people from doing this. And we already know the impact of this, okay? We already know the impact of this. Because fetuses cannot live outside of the fucking womb without the carrier supporting it, okay? And it's a delicate thing that when you actually end up banning abortions, okay, you're not stopping abortions from happening. You're just pushing them behind closed doors. You're pushing people into getting back alley abortions, okay? Which are actually very complicated procedures all of a sudden that end up harming the carrier and punishing women for no fucking reason. But of course, that is the point. The point is Republicans want to punish women for having sex. If you're having an abortion, you should be punished. If you had sex and you got pregnant, you should be punished for it. That's it. That's the whole point. You're just a fucking baby incubator. If you're married and you have sex, then you have to keep the baby. Doesn't matter how many you have, okay? You have to keep the baby. You have to keep the baby. You should not have sex if you don't want to have a child. The only time you should fuck is when you want to have a child. So we will punish you that way as well. If you're married and you have sex, we will punish you if you don't want to fucking have the child. You shouldn't have fucked. It's completely psychotic. Make abortions unnecessary. Don't most people get abortions because of finances? There are many different reasons for why people get abortions, one of which is finances. But yes, if your ultimate goal is to stop abortions from happening, if you want to like minimize the number of abortions that occur, there are many things that you can do. Again, another thing that I've talked about many, many times over. One, make it so that it's financially livable to have a fucking child. It's like 13 grand to pop out a fucking little shit, okay? Just the medical procedure alone. That shit is fucking expensive, okay? And it's super expensive to also take care of this child. But other than the finances itself, part of the reason why, there are unplanned pregnancies is because we don't have comprehensive sex education, which Republicans also oppose, by the way. Every single state where you have abstinence-only sex ed or no sex ed whatsoever, you have skyrocketing teenage pregnancy cases. Because that shit doesn't work.
Support limits on abortions. You are just an extremist.
Make contraceptives readily available and accessible and free. That way people are, both educated because they are getting sex ed now, and also have the contraceptive tools to make sure that they don't get fucking pregnant.
This shit depressing.
And lastly, allow reproductive health services to be readily available for people in red states. But once again, conservatives also oppose that. They don't want you to learn about sex ed. They don't want you to have contraceptives. And they don't want you to go to a reproductive health service place at all.
They want to ban abortion.
And then after that, they want to fucking be able to lie to you when you do end up getting pregnant and stop you from getting an abortion. It's completely psychotic. If Republicans genuinely wanted to limit the number of abortions that take place every year, if they truly thought it was like murder or whatever, this is what they would do. They would try to educate people, try to offer alternatives, engage in sex ed, and create comprehensive, reproductive health care services. But they don't want to do that. They just want to punish women for fucking. That's it.
On things. That is not the death of democracy. That's a restoration of democracy. If you think that Republicans in charge of Congress and the Senate and the presidency in the absence of Roe are going to pass a nationwide abortion ban, and I'm as pro-life as anybody in America, on a political level, it ain't happening. The best that would happen, the best that you could hope for, is that they would start pushing back national bans on abortion. Right now, the only federal laws that are in place are like partial birth abortion bans. You might see that gradually pushed back to 20 weeks, 16 weeks, maybe even 10 weeks. The idea of a full-scale national federal ban on abortion, the country's...
A 10-week ban on abortion is already an abortion ban. At the federal level especially. Like
Your
he's
head
saying,
looks so much smaller in those
26
videos.
states,
Good
there are
work,
18
King.
states have trigger
Abortion
laws
is a
that mean
human right in
automatically
healthcare.
that they
38 love
are
that.
going to immediately restrict abortion and criminalize it, right? A total of 26 states will have some kind of abortion
1 year
restrictions.
sweet.
Ben, of course, is never going to mention that because he's a piece of shit. Okay? And it doesn't go along with his argument. But not only that, but he's also saying that, this doesn't mean there's going to be a fucking full-blown federal ban on abortion. It's like, yeah, that's legislation that is going to come at the federal level. But it doesn't matter. You're literally stopping fucking people from being able to have abortions in red states, even if the majority of said red state does not believe the government should interfere in that process. Okay, so that's completely undemocratic. Completely undemocratic. But Ben knows that because he doesn't give a shit. He's a Republican. He knows that the Republican Party routinely overrides the interests of the majority. That's what they do. Okay? And now he's turning around and saying, well, technically, there's not going to be a fucking abortion ban. It'll just be a 10-week ban, maybe, in best case scenario. Well, that's already a fucking full-blown abortion ban, you idiot.
16
People
months.
don't fucking know that they're pregnant the first 6 weeks to 10 weeks. Okay? They barely figure that out after the first month. That's crazy.
Just too divided for that. It's not going to happen politically. Okay, but that when it comes to the states, that is where the issue is going to be solved. That is where the issue is going to happen. And what that's going to do on a political level, and this is a very good thing, it's going to lead to a continuation of the big sword. You know, there are a lot of people who are worried about the polarization of American society. You know what polarizes Americans?
To be fair, 10 weeks is, I would say 10 weeks is like when people start finding out. But most people, that's why he said 10 instead of 6, because that's the actual, what do you call it? The actual legislation that they push for is 6 weeks. They say after 6 weeks, you should not be able to get an abortion. And most people find out in near the end of their first trimester, but it's virtually impossible to find out in the first 6 to 10 weeks. Especially, now the reason why is because even if you are fucking trying to get pregnant, even if you are deliberately trying to get pregnant, you're like, I am fucking my husband, I'm letting my husband cream inside of me, I'm getting cream pies nonstop, I'm ovulating, I'm looking at my fucking, period app or whatever the fuck, I'm looking at making sure I'm synced up with the fucking moon, okay? Even in that situation, plenty of women don't know that they're pregnant until fucking after 6 weeks. It's not about over-the-counter pregnancy tests that can detect HCG protein at 6 weeks gestation, my friend. It's about you'd have to literally constantly test for it to know. That's the point. So many women find out when their fucking period is late or it doesn't come at all. And that's not going to happen for fucking 4 weeks automatically. And that is if you hit it in the fucking, beginning of the cycle. I know some of you are fucking virgins and do not understand the concept, but, And also, periods being delayed for a multitude of different reasons is also commonplace. And then pregnancy tests are expensive because accessibility to fucking healthcare services is, hard to come by for the obvious reasons that Republicans are fucking demons. Okay. 92.7% of abortions were performed at the after the 13-week gestation per that CDC link. But if that 6 weeks is in that 6 weeks is the threshold, what the fuck? Yeah. That's where most of it happens. What did Henry Cuellar say? We'll look at that in a second.
Society, when every issue has to be solved top down. That's what polarizes American society. What polarizes American society on the federal national level is when I feel like my life here in Florida is being controlled by people in California.
Dude, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You can't fucking, like, you can't simultaneously talk about, like, abortion bans at the federal level while salivating and then turn around and be like, actually, there should be no federal laws that hurt my feelings. You are such a hypocritical piece of shit. How the fuck does anybody who may even question what his fucking integrity is ever watch Ben Shapiro and be like, wow, this is a man of honor. He has so much integrity. It's crazy. He literally just said he wants fucking some kind of control over abortion at the federal level and then turned around and was like, oh, it's actually more polarizing when you tell me in Florida what I can and can't do about abortion. First of all, if we were to look at fucking the state of Florida, I'm almost fucking certain that the majority, if tomorrow, right now, if tomorrow you said in the state of Florida, we're going to have a referendum on whether or not the Floridian government can fucking, ban abortion, that ballot measure would get fucking destroyed. They would be like, fuck yeah, we love abortions. Are you fucking kidding me? They'd be like, make abortions free. And force Ben Shapiro to have one, a postpartum abortion, right now at his, 37 years after he was born. That's so stupid. Now, of course, that's not going to stop, Ron DeSantis from doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. He's a piece of shit, but.
When people in California feel like their life is being controlled by people in Florida. When I feel like there's a giant government gun.
Notice, I can't get over this. Like, notice how he took for granted. Like, he just straight up took for granted and made it seem like, people in Florida, the majority of people in Florida would be fucking, for banning abortions and criminalizing abortions. That's not the case. That's not. You just made that up. You are just doing that right now. You're just, where did you get that? Where'd you get that from? You just made it up. You just pulled it out of your fucking ass. What the fuck do you know about Florida, you pussy? You grew up in fucking California your entire goddamn life. Now you're LARPing as a fucking Florida man. So you can fucking not pay income taxes. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm a real Florida man, okay? That's the first place I fucking landed on the United States of America, okay? It's the first place I goddamn lived, you bitch. I'm a Florida man. Yeah, I admitted it. Shut the fuck up, chat.
That is pointed at me and my children by people who I don't live near and who don't care about my priorities and who disagree with me. That is a problem. The founders understood this, which is why they created a federalist structure whereby most law was done at the local and state level, not at the federal level. What the Supreme Court is doing is now returning.
Yeah, that was such a great idea. That's why the Civil War happened, You know these arguments. States' rights. You know how it is. States' rights.
The issue that is the most contentious issue in American life back to the state and local level for regulation, which is where it should be, barring on a constitutional legal level. On a moral level, I'm a believer that there should be a constitutional amendment to protect human life in the womb. But barring that, the system provides for the states and the localities to make these decisions. And the fact that the Supreme Court is now abiding by its own role in interpreting the law rather than just imposing it top down. The fact that the left finds this shocking or upsetting is amazing to me. And again, they keep saying things like, well, the people aren't with it. The people, well, now.
Bro, it doesn't matter. You already know that the entire system is designed to fucking completely avoid what the democratic wishes of the people is. Shut the fuck up. It's just, it's so fucking annoying. Wow, now it'll just be more democracy, dude.
Now we're going to get a chance to find out.
No, we're not.
Now we're going to get a chance to find, but you don't want to find out.
We're never going to find out. It's not a thing. We're never going to find out. There's no democracy. There's no democracy in this country. And as a matter of fact, whenever someone correctly points out that there's no democracy in this country, you say, well, technically, it's not a democracy. It's a constitutional republic. I fucking hate him. He's so stupid. He's not even fucking smart. I'm an idiot. And for some reason, everyone that fucking listened to this asshat is way dumber than me. How the fuck is that even possible? I forget what day of the week it is. Half the time. Fuck.
The point. You liked it when the Supreme Court was doing your priors. You liked it when the Supreme Court was imposing its will top down. Again, the logic here is just insane.
There is no logic.
I'm reading Twitter, and some of these people... So Ian Bremmer tweeted, I'm conflicted on abortion as someone raised Catholic, anti-death penalty, who doesn't think there's a definitive answer on when human life begins. By the way, there is a definitive answer on when human life begins. It's at conception. There's no other scientific...
What? Where? What is the scientific basis for this, dude? Life begins at conception. That's not... You just made that up. You made that up. You're fucking... It's like toilet paper. That's how relevant it is in this situation. It's just religion. Like, oh yeah, source, I made it up. Source, God made it up before me. You can't take an incredibly complex philosophical argument and then turn it into, a definitive truth because your God says it is. What the fuck? I'm not even going to do that classic, like, I thought religion and state was separated. It's just not. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this country. I hate Ben Shapiro. I hate Ben Shapiro's followers.
Scientific definition.
It literally is just like reducing the fucking concept of what it means to be a human. A concept that, like, philosophers have endlessly argued on and saying, well, it's well established. It's well established where? In my mind, because I believe it. So it is the case. Most Florida voters oppose abortion bans. Polls show. Oh, there you go. Thank you for fucking finding that. I didn't even have to search for it. There it is. Agreed with Roe v. Wade. 68%. 68%. 68% agreed with Roe v. Wade, dog. 68%. Fuck you, Ben. Fuck you. Fucking video game yourself, you piece of shit. No, stop saying even in Florida, chat. Stop. Most Americans are not as psychotic. This is literally what I started the conversation on. Remember when I said in the beginning of this conversation that people are not as fucking frothing at the mouth as these like insane nerds who literally lose their fucking minds at this thing? Most people do not care. They don't fucking want to stop women from doing whatever the fuck they want to their own bodies, dude. It's literally... not even 30% in Florida. It's like 20 to 30% of people in most states that are like fucking white evangelical Protestants and shit. And like mega nerds, okay? Like the most nerdy psychos who just like can't stop. They're frothing out of the fucking mouth thinking about this. They're like, oh my God, abortions might be happening. They are one step away from going fucking Ted Bundy. Okay, and sometimes they do act out on those desires. They literally like fucking put bombs in abortion clinics and shit. They're psychos. They're psychos. In a normal society, we would have fucking sedated them. We would have found out where they live, and we would have put them in a fucking asylum with a straitjacket and a steady diet of lithium. Okay. But no, we don't live in a normal society. We live in fucking America in 2022 when those psychopaths with fucking string theories and a fucking, board full of like weird QAnon pedophile conspiracies are running around and either A, becoming congresspersons like Marjorie Taylor Greene, or B, fucking passing legislation like they're being listened to by Republicans. It's insane, dude. It's fucking insane. And we're making more of these. Like, we're making more of these fucking freaks. That's the other thing. Every day.
Of human life.
Move? I move into your mother's pussy every night, you fucking freak. Move, he says. But luckily, she can get an abortion after she found out the mistake of the first child was such a petulant little fucking worm like you.
Lock the psychos up at HasanAbi.
Beginning. Than that. He says, I think it should be a woman's decision. It's tragic the Supreme Court is taking that away. They're not taking that away. They're leaving it up to the voters of the particular states. And by the way, the notion that the only choice that matters...
all women... Yeah, literally. Yeah, all women should move out of America. Simple, dude. It's awesome. I don't like it. You don't want to be treated like a baby incubator and have, have the government force your pregnancy be carried to term, and just move. Just move out of the country. My country has been trying to legalize abortion for years. What they're doing now in the USA will only increase the amount of clandestine induced abortions and the ban abortions.
In a woman's reproductive life is the choice to abort is crazy. That's a crazy lunacy.
Happy 2 months.
There are a series of decisions that women make throughout their lives about reproductive choice. When to have sex, when to get married, when to use contraception, when to get pregnant. The baseline idea, I mean, by the way, the left...
Why is he making it seem like women are fucking literally every time you fuck, you're going to get pregnant? That's what it is. I mean, that's a self-report. Like, he's literally saying, I don't know if this is like an Orthodox Jewish thing. Okay. And chat can correct me on this. Like, I legitimately don't know. Is there a thing for Orthodox Jews, like they can only have sex when they want to have a kid? Is that how that works? I don't know. I don't believe that though. There's no fucking shot. Judaism explicitly allows for abortion. I mean, yeah, Islam too. So I would be surprised if that was the case. No, lol. So he just made so. No, for the record, I'm not talking about reform. Okay, reformist Jews are. I mean, they're not. That doesn't mean anything. It's like me and my Islam. You know what I mean? But I don't know where the fuck he's coming with this attitude. Anti-Semitic take. Yeah, it's an anti-Semitic take when I say obviously, like a reformist Jewish person is the same as me being a Muslim. Like, we don't give a fuck. I'm talking about like specifically asking a question specifically about Orthodox Jews because I don't know, but I still think Ben is making it up. Self-report that he has no clue about sex and conception works. No, like you can only have this attitude. Okay, you can only have this attitude if you truly believe that like the only time you have sex is to have a child. Like what he's saying. It's not for fun. It's not for pleasure. It's just something that you do with the express purpose. That express purpose being, like, you know, having a child.
Ben Shabibo, always women fault.
Because he's admitting that. Like, he's literally saying that right now. He's like, women make a choice, reproductive choice, every time they have sex. I'm Jewish and belittling Jews' sexual knowledge of just reproducing is anti-Semitic. Did I do that? Is that what I did? Or were you over the top sensitive about this and you came at it looking, as a Ben Shapiro fan maybe, looking for any fucking out here to be like, oh, you must be anti-Semitic or something. Or maybe you're one of those fucking weirdo debate perverts who used to be a fan and is no longer a fan and hasn't been around in a long ass time and only comes back to just be a shitter in the chat and then clip something out of context and then turn around and make it seem like it's the case. There is a halakha bit about the spilling of seed without the purpose of impregnation. Don't listen to that chatter. I'm also Jewish and being dumb. I'm Jewish. That chatter is insane. No, I mean, I know he is insane. 100%.
18 months. Balls in my face.
Chatter heard the word Jewish and immediately thought anti-Semitic lmao. No, literally. Like, not only did I ask a question about a specific sect, ask a question not knowing the answer, I also specified that, of course, you know, other sects that are significantly more open-minded and don't give a shit, or other schools of thought within that religion are not going to have said attitudes. I know that personally. trying to turn around and claim that that is anti-Semitic is disgusting. You're a piece of shit. You are 100% making light of very serious accusations in an effort to revolve the conversation around yourself. And congratulations, you just, showed 38,000 people that you're a fucking dumbass. So that was great. Driver. Anyway. I'm being anti-semantic. Okay. Where were we? Okay, so as I was saying, you only believe this if you legitimately believe what Ben said here is the biggest self-report of all time, which is that you only believe this if you think sex is only with the express purpose of having a child. It's the only time. It's it's not a consensual act that two loving adults that care about one another can ever engage in unless they literally want to fucking have a kid.
Crazy. That's a crazy lunacy. There are a series of decisions that women make throughout their lives about reproductive choice. When to have sex, when to get married, when to use contraception.
A reproductive choice you make is when to get married. Dude, that's awesome.
Ben Shabibo says no wimpy words allowed. Keep them dry.
That's great,
ladies,
dude.
or you're going
That's
to
great.
jail.
From growing up in an extremely conservative Christian community, they really believe that the purpose of a woman is to get married and have kids and nothing else. It's just wild.
When to get pregnant. The baseline idea.
But what happens when, they didn't make that conscious decision and it happened? Does this motherfucker know how pregnancies happen? Does he think that Ben Shapiro's never fucked? I'm now convinced. I know he has children. So at first I thought he must have fucked at least 3 times, right? But now I'm beginning to sense that he's never fucked. He made it seem like, well, one, his doctor wife, by the way, he has, talked about how, if my doctor wife was wet, then that would be a medical condition. Okay, so that was one. That was my first inclination that he's never fucked. But now he's making it seem like you press a pregnancy button as a woman and then boom, you're pregnant. Everyone knows, hypothetically, when your doctor wife wants to have a child, she makes the reproductive decision to have a child and presses a button that's called the pregnancy button. Like this. Take your finger and you press your belly button like this. And then before you know it, your doctor wife goes away and then comes back after a long weekend and she's pregnant. Hypothetically, this is how it works. And then she's smiling for the first time. For months on end, as a matter of fact. Until she, of course, remembers that she is living next to me.
I mean, by the way, the left is giving away the game when they treat abortion this way. It used to be they treated abortion as sort of an evil that you had to tolerate because there were certain situations in which the baby was malformed or in which somebody was raped or it was an incest case or these are difficult decisions. Now the left just...
But why? Why? If you believe that life begins at conception, then who cares if it's created by rape? Straight up, the morally consistent position in that circumstance is that life is life, all life is sacred, and even if the child has significant disabilities, even if the child is a product of incest, incestuous rape, whatsoever, no matter what, it's still a fucking real baby inside of you, and that pregnancy should be carried to term. But the reason why conservatives don't want to make that concession, for the record, okay, is because they understand that would be fucking psychotic. That would be psychotic. That'd be insane. Some of them go that far. They live in Alabama. Ben is too much of a fucking California libtard to not push for that line. Because deep down inside, he understands if he were to advocate for that, he would look like a monster to all the other libtards that he wants to fucking frequent and go to cocktails with and hang out with when he's not on camera.
Admits it right out. It's a form of contraception for them. which demonstrates the evil. Because if you're using abortion as a form of contraception, that is one of the highest forms of moral evil I can imagine.
Why?
If you're using
What?
abortion as a way to make your life more convenient, this makes you a bad person, definitionally.
Definitionally. Wait, why? And I don't even think it works that way. I don't think people are just like, oop, time to get a fucking another Aboribo, you know? Like, no, I think people fuck up. Shit happens. And having that access is a good thing. Yeah, no one's like, well, time to go to the abortion factory. You know, fuck it, YOLO, another Aboribo. Love it, dude. You can't have a conversation with this guy, dude. You just can't. He's not a normal human being, okay? Like, one of the most, like, human things on the fucking planet is wanting to fuck, okay? No disrespect to the ace chatters. I love you, but, like, I don't get it. It's a totally normal thing to want to fuck, okay? It's a beautiful thing. Having sex is awesome. You know, I used to have it. I remember it was great. I remember it fondly. It's cool. It's great. It's like, you know, personal thing you can it is a very cool thing that you can do with another human being, okay? It's like deeply personal, it's cool. Every part about it is dope, okay? I like it a lot. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a lot of fun and it's very cool. Okay? Great. How am I going to describe that to Ben Shapiro, who has the least healthy attitude about sex? Like, we're operating on, like, entirely separate playing fields. You know what I mean? He just literally is like, sex is something that you do when you want to have a child. The smell after isn't fun. Ew, dude, what the fuck? Okay. First of all, get checked out. You probably have bacterial vaginosis or something, if that's what you think is the case. Okay? Because that's not the case. Thanks for describing that, Hasan. I wouldn't know what sex is like as a Twitch chatter. You're welcome. You know, this is a service I provide. Definitionally, when your doctor wife wants to have a baby, let's say, for example, you go down and play Switch in the basement for 3 hours. Hypothetically, in this scenario, your wife will be pregnant. Yeah, hypothetically speaking, your wife's best friend, who happens to be 6'4" and jacked, comes over and brings you the new copy of the Nintendo sports game. Let's say, hypothetically, you're too busy playing that. Anyway, yeah, it definitionally makes you a bad person. I love that he just, like, made up a person in his mind who, like, you know, uses abortions as a form of contraceptives. Like, you know, there's like a finite amount you can have before your shit's fucked up, right? Like, you can't be popping abortions left and right. You know, people usually take it seriously. Like, you're going to do it. It's not a major surgery. No shot. No, but like, you literally, you can't just be fucking, you know, popping abortion pills left and right. Think a condom will have your room smelling like a tire shop? I'm one stamp away from a free one. They're not that bad. They're all free if you go to Planned Parenthood. But yeah, anyway, it fucks with hormones. It's not fun. Yeah, it's not. And it's also, in a lot of instances, a difficult decision because it's a gray area morally about what it means to be a fucking human. Like, are you willing to carry this pregnancy to term and like actually fucking turn it into life and what it means to be a human being? You know what I mean? So like, even then, I admit that there is a moral conversation that a lot of people have internally. As the resident sex haver, I want out of this convo. Bussy Angel, your name is literally Bussy Angel. I don't think you're getting MPreg anytime soon, okay? Bussy Angel, there's no shot no matter how hard you try, I don't think you're getting pregnant, okay? Extracting semen in vein is prohibited by the Talmud, which a lot of Orthodox Jews go by. Ben probably masturbates in his closet where God can't see and fucks his wife only to make babies, which would explain why he's so tense all the time and why he can't satisfy his wife. I'm not even convinced he's ever fucked his wife, even to have a baby, to be honest.
If you're using abortion as a way to make your life more convenient, this makes you a bad person, definitionally. You're not doing it based on some extenuating circumstance. You're doing it just because it's convenient and you were too lazy to use contraception or because the condom failed or something. That is a serious moral issue with you.
Wait, what? If the condom fails, that's a moral issue with you? Wait, what? You took the... Wait, what? So he's saying, like, even if you actually fucking took the necessary precautions and it still failed, that's your moral issue? What the fuck? He literally is saying you shouldn't have fucked, idiot. Dude, he said you're definitionally evil if the condom broke, dude. What the fuck? Yo, this is how you should treat conservatives talking about sex. Straight up. Because it's such a funny self-report. I know we get like too triggered and too mad because it's a really emotional conversation, especially if you're a woman, like, or especially if like this is, a loved one is going to be impacted by this, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to just like take a deep breath and remember that like you're literally talking to someone who's never
Shapiro
fucked.
no longer has the option to abort the brainworm.
Like when you move away from like the ramifications, or the repercussions of like not allowing women to have bodily autonomy for a brief moment, just to like pull yourself out of the conversation, you're literally talking to someone who's never fucked and thinks like fucking is immoral across the board. You know what I mean? You are such a fucking nerd, dude. Holy shit. I want to give him a wedgie. Like I want to take this adult human and like pull his fucking underwear over his head. Okay? Straight up. It's like you are such a no pussy having freak, dude. Oh my God. And you want to punish everyone. Like literally everyone around you. You are such an unpleasant psycho and you want to punish every single person around you for how annoyed you are for being just this fucking relentless weirdo.
The fact that you want that established by the Supreme Court is madness. And it demonstrates disdain for morality, or basic decency, and most of all for the constitutional structure. This was not what the Supreme Court was meant to do. And for all those who say that the Supreme Court's legitimacy has been undermined here, no. If the Supreme Court goes this way, the Supreme Court's legitimacy has been restored because their job is to look at the Constitution's text and its history and to interpret what the words mean. It is not to do your political priors. That's not what the Constitution is meant to do. And them going back to their role would be a welcome sight. You want a restoration of institutions in America and institutional trust? Institutions are supposed to do what they're supposed to.
Got you again, stupid leftist. You went for the wedgie, yet I was wearing no underwear, and you got a handful of cheek. Checkmate, commie. Cheek mate. Oh, no. Oh, no.
To do. You're not supposed to have departments of health and human services that cram down puberty blockers on children. You're not supposed to have departments of Homeland Security that open the borders. And you're not supposed to have a Supreme Court of the United States that acts as a super legislature on behalf of Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden to do all of their political priors. You want trust in institutions? Restrict the institutions to doing what the institutions were meant to do. That's what this decision would do. So, I'm honestly good for
I think conservatives sexless weirdo conservatives like Ben Shapiro very clearly have never had sex. Don't tweet it. Man, I love following a document that didn't include me because I'm black. It's so heckin' based. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome to fucking look at the Constitution and be like, this was super sick. When people were dying at the age of 35 and like, and black people were not treated as humans and women were not also treated as humans either. Like, what a fire time. What is this? Black people Twitter? This is how you ratio Ben Shapiro? I'm sorry, the Constitution is happening to you? Which version of the Constitution, though? Because the original had me less than a whole of a person. I mean, Ben is, you know, I feel like you don't want to have Ben have that conversation. Wait, hold on. I have a better tweet, but I don't know if I should do it. I was going to say, you, small-brained, men shouldn't be making laws about women's bodied. Me, big-brained, Ben Shapiro and other sexless conservatives should not be talking about abortion. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I'm bigger than that, okay? I'm bigger than that. We're not going to do it. Someone said, nah, mid-tweet. Is that too long? Nah, throw that tweet in the trash. If conservatives really wanted to hold up traditional values, they should all die at 35. Respect. That's a good tweet. That's true. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were not holding, you know, traditional values like the way it was during the Constitution. I'm about to give you dysentery, bitch. You ratio Ben. No, I already saw that. That bro got bro pussy wet. I saw. He is the best. LMFAO. He is the best. What a fucking dildo, dude. Weed could be read as insensitive to aces. Okay, chill. Don't call aces sexless freaks. They're going to get mad. AOC literally had to teach GOP legislators how exactly a pregnancy works. How are you going to ignore that Tim Pool question? Wait, what is it? King.
Okay, now that those liberals are efficiently owned, I do want to leave with one last point. The greatest American value is vor. It's also a Jewish value. It's in the Torah. It's mentioned multiple times. Trust me. And we practice it every night in my home. My wife's a doctor. She vors me every night, and I vor her. How do we do that? She's a doctor. She has godlike abilities that you just can't comprehend. And it's worth noting that Joe Biden actually texted me last night saying that he's going to remove vor from America. And I was like, this is absolutely disgusting. This is anti-Semitic. It's just makes me absolutely sick. They will remove the most beautiful thing we've ever had, which is vor. Not even up for debate. It's the best thing we've ever had, and I just want to leave giving that a shout out, and just so that America's just remembers the true values of voring your neighbors.
I mean, he is capsule sized. You could, if there was one person you could fucking vor, like, you know, it's Ben Shapiro.
Yes. Any questions? Yes, you in the front. Hello, I'm a Jewish rabbi from Israel. I've pretty much studied and even interacted with people from every denomination of Judaism. I've never heard of this vor thing. Shut up.
I want mommy. I want milk. I want to be held.
Okay.
What is this? I don't get it. They're just saying that, I don't know. It was a little sus. It's a little sus. That was a little sus. I'll be honest with you. A little bit. Also, too, on a completely unrelated point, if this happens in Georgia's economy, it could tank. When HB 481 passed in 2019, all the entertainment industry threatened to leave GA in Atlanta. It's like the Hollywood of the South. Luckily, it was ruled unconstitutional, but could definitely pass again if Roe is reversed. Maybe. What is this?
A leak of a draft opinion shows that the Supreme Court is going to formally overturn Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood v. Casey. It is written by Justice Alito, joined by Justices Thomas, Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Barrett. It appears to be legitimate, and there are no denials from the Supreme Court. Now, this draft may...
This is a fucking insane argument from him. Judicial review isn't even in the text of the Constitution. It's fucking implied. Like, I don't know how textualists wrap their heads around this. Dude, what the fuck? How can textualists wrap their heads around not dying at the age of 35 or black people being human beings? I mean, how? Or, I don't know, telephones, technology. Like, they don't. They just literally make it up as they go along, because any kind of like fucking originalist interpretation revolves around just fucking lying, okay? They just made it up. They fucking made it up. Black people are not humans. What the fuck, Hasan? What the fuck? I mean, I can't tell if you're just gonna fucking give you a week off for that one. People were not regularly dying at 35. That was the average age because a lot of kids died. Okay. Then let me do that, okay? If you're a textualist, we should be able to kill your kids then, okay? Just to fucking bring down the age. Just like it was, you know what I mean? Just like it... What kind of fucking take is that, dude? You think that's a... Yeah, modern medicine is not in the Constitution. Ban hand washing to make disease spread faster. I mean, don't give conservatives ideas. They literally will do that.
It's from February 10th. There will be some negotiating from the other justices who will have some notes. Notably, Justice Roberts does not appear to join in the decision. And while Roe and Casey have been effectively dead for months, this opinion would formally and explicitly overturn those cases, largely on the basis that the rights granted by Roe and Casey are not, quote, deeply rooted in the past jurisprudence of American and British law. So for a SCOTUS opinion, this is stark and in your face. There are absolutely no punches pulled.
I mean, this was terrible. I'm sure he'll do a full video on it. Listening to you at a Radlib pro-choice rally, lots of standing around, but is cool. I mean, dude, that's, you know. Washing your hands is the same as removing the work of God from your hands. Best tweet. Supreme Court appointments are for life, so there's only one reasonable approach here. Absolutely, I agree. Court packing, putting away a rifle. Yup, that's what I was thinking. The thing you said. Oh, they're stabbing me in the face. Look, man, you got to get out there and vote. Yeah. That is what's going on here. History major here. Many of the infant mortality stats are judged after the child is one. That chatter was misinterpreting stats. Yeah, we listened to George Carlin talk about abortion already.
These conservatives are really something, aren't they? They're all in favor of the unborn. They will do anything for the unborn. But once you're born, you're on your own. Pro-life conservatives are obsessed with the fetus from conception to 9 months. After that, they don't want to know about you. They don't want to hear from you. No, nothing. No neonatal care, no daycare, no Head Start, no school lunch, no food stamps, no welfare, no nothing. If you're pre-born, you're fine. If you're preschool, you're fucked. You're fucked.
So good.
Conservatives don't give a shit about you until you reach military age. Then they think you are just fine, just what they've been looking for. Conservatives want live babies so they can raise them to be dead soldiers. Pro-life.
Dude, how do people say George Carlin would be a right-winger, dude? It's like such fucking dangerous amounts of copium. It's like the same energy as like MLK was a Republican because he was religious. He's like... It's wild, dude. People literally are fucking delusional.
Pro-life. These people aren't pro-life. They're killing doctors. What kind of pro-life is that? What, they'll do anything they can to save a fetus, but if it grows up to be a doctor, they just might have to kill it? They're not pro-life. You know what they are? They're anti-woman. Simple as it gets. Anti-woman. They don't like them.
I mean, look at him. Look at this pussy, dude. Look at this soy pussy beta cuck. I mean, that's like... when you make that argument, everyone turns around and literally says, like, you're fucking... Same people Chaba was talking about on Northman? What do you mean? The guy said Uncle Ho was based is a Republican. The guy said Uncle Ho was based? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Thank you for keeping me sane.
I saw most influential to my politics list that had Carlin listed after Sowell. Dude, Americans are so stupid. Americans are so fucking stupid. Your reply to Ben was good, but this one's better. Sorry, bro. Anti-gay politicians when no one's watching them.
This
Cock.
a long time.
Okay, dude.
Too based.
Carlin wouldn't be right wing, but he'd be anti-SCW for sure. Yeah, but like in the same way that I'm fucking anti-SCW, like, you know what I mean? Be anti-Radlib, who are just fucking annoying and want to suck the soul out of everything. You know. I used to be a right winger, thankfully now because of you, I believe in wokeism. Yeah. Scroll down for the bird meme. Yes, I've seen this. Vote. Address material conditions. Vote, 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 vote. Yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah. Isn't this really the secularism? They want to believe that there is a soul and they don't want to believe that there is a continuous process in pregnancy. They're also legislating based on this idea. How is this not talked about? Not that I think it's a bad assumption, but has Ben said anything outwardly homophobic? I feel like I haven't heard that. I'm sorry, what? I mean, I know you're asking in good faith, so I'm going to answer in good faith instead of make fun of you for it, but Ben Shapiro once famously told a conservative ally who is a homosexual, Dave Rubin, that he would not go to his gay wedding because it was an affront to God. Ben Shapiro also told that he would not bake a cake for said gay Republicans' celebration of gay wedding. He also said that he would not be there for his childhood adoption. Ben Shapiro also has routinely said on the Joe Rogan Experience and in numerous instances that, you know, if you're homosexual and Jewish, you can't be homosexual and Jewish. have to like hide that you're homosexual. That was the most woke thing I've ever heard from him. He was like, it's fine if you're gay, but you can't be Jewish at the same time. So if you're gay and Jewish, you have to get a wife. So that was the least homophobic thing I heard from him. Ben Shapiro also once famously wrote that English schools at Berkeley, like English class at Berkeley was, you know, turning your children into homosexuals.
Smile chat.
So there was that. So yeah, no, there's a lot. That's okay if it's for religion. So you're saying religion comes second?
Big mood.
Oh, 100%. Fuck religion. Suck my dick. I say that for all religion. Anyone who tries to use religion to fucking harm marginalized people can suck one. They're fucking gigantic pieces of shit. Yeah. Same with Islam. Same with fucking Christianity. Same with Judaism. I don't give a fuck. Suck me.
Nothing like celebrating 12 months of subbing with the reduction of women's reproductive rights, has Saj.
Okay, Jank. No, there is no justification. You can fucking do whatever kind of freak shit you believe in the comfort of your own home, okay? The moment that it moves on to like legislation and like harming other people, it doesn't matter. Chat is going immediately rid of the atheists. The point is you can't infringe on others. Yeah, 100%. And there are plenty of people who are religious and awesome and don't fucking, you know, impose psychotic shit. There are people who are religious and gay. There are people who are religious and queer. Okay? Didn't harm anyone by not attending. That's okay if it's for religion. I agree, but if he's religious, you can't disapprove of it. No, I can. I 100% can, and I am currently. Look at me doing it right now. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You're just going to whine and bitch and complain in the chat. I'm doing it currently. I'm saying Ben Shapiro's religion is completely inconsequential in the way that he engages in deferential treatment of gay people. He can suck my dick. Okay? I'm saying that right now. I don't know why you're not understanding it. I can, and I'm saying it. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Shut the fuck up, bitch. What are you, like, hysterically? I mean, fair, but he isn't harming anyone? That's not true. Ben Shapiro is a political commentator. He is literally and routinely advocating to harm gay people and trans people on a regular basis. If this was a just world and there was some kind of fucking karmic justice, Ben Shapiro would be fucking... I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, if there was justice in this world, Ben Shapiro would not be doing Ben Shapiro things. Gay Jew here, not only is Judaism never a justification for hurting marginalized groups, but abortion is supported by Judaism. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's same with Islam. Are we just going to lose every battle? I'm trying hard not to spiral, but this one hit hard. Yeah, we saw that boot camp thing. That was crazy. Lady is slay queening so hard. He literally personally inspired a mass shooter. Yeah. I used to identify as queer. I had short shaved hair on my head, but I didn't shave my legs and armpits. I spelled women with an X, supported Planned Parenthood. Now I'm Christian and conservative, rediscovering God and femininity. I'm sorry it took me so long, but I'm glad to be here. Fucking yeah, dude. So you were fucking annoying back then, and you're still fucking annoying now. The only difference is you got a fucking God constantly bitching in your ear, you know, telling you how much shit sucks. Okay? Yeah. Hedonism is a lot more fun when you ain't got a bitch-ass God in your ear telling you how much you're going to go to hell for it. What happened? The only thing consistent was like you were fucking unbearable back then and you're still unbearable now, dumbass. Former lefty red-pilled in 2020, COVID truth teller, sometimes actress, writer. Yeah, okay. Recovering feminist, reclaiming femininity, lover of toxic masculinity. What does that take, dude? Like, what is your fucking personal kink to be domestically abused by some fucking dude with a limp-ass dick who's, like, really fucking afraid? Who's just genuinely insecure about his lack of sexual prowess, so he just takes it out on you every fucking night by beating the shit out of you? That's what you're into, dude? Cool. Just, yeah, marry a cop and shut the fuck up. Sick. I love toxic masculinity.
Why do we all just say we are a pubs and you change the party that way? Tired of the way we have our
Look who's
system.
trending. That doesn't mean anything, okay? That doesn't mean anything. I fucking have been tweeting all day. That's why. There is nothing new on there.
At HasanAbi, have you ever watched
Like, oh
Philosophy
man,
Tube's
look
video
at the
on
wonderful
abortion and
tab.
Shapiro?
Hasan be like, I'm so incredibly bored at home. It's not like I ever left at any point before, but now I can. It's making me go crazy. They put a cockroach on there. Like he's saying I'm a Turk roach. He's literally a fucking Nazi.
The all-knowing God who gave you free will.
It's always so funny when motherfuckers are like, dog, you are such a roach, dude. You're such a roach. Dude, I'm literally 6'4". I mean, okay. I look this way. And you can't show your face on the internet. I think I'm fine. Saying. Hasan Piker and family at funeral. His dignity has passed away.
That will lead to the arrest of Hillary Rodham Clinton.
You know, well, I love to play the game of like, is this a fucking, super sick, red-pilled, bugmen defeating 4chan poll guy who's like a Nazball? Or is this a fucking, true cell? What the fuck is that? True cell of Akagi? What the fuck is a true cell? I see the roach comments everywhere. The casual racism is sounding. I mean, who gives a fuck, dude? So here's what I think about the roach stuff. It's such a self-report. It's such an obvious self-report that you are a relentless fucking little worm. You're basically signaling to all the other like weird fucking racism nerds. No one who has ever been outside, I don't know, smelled grass, touched it, had sexual intercourse with someone that they wanted to consensually, will ever know what the fuck the cockroach thing is. You know what I mean?
I'm happy to say that I have been in your womb for 23 months and will not be aborting my subscription.
Holy shit, I just found pictures of Hasan Piker cosplaying Spider-Man characters, personalized roaches. 65 retweets, 480. Yeah, dude, these guys got like fucking Groiper Avies. Look at this. Saucy Boy FML with a Groiper avatar. Dude, I mean, this is awesome. It's awesome. So what is the roach thing? Oh, it's a poll meme for Turks. They say Turks are Turk roaches.
Those tweets are some real weird craft shit.
True cells are basically peak level uncles. Wait, what does that even mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's like only other people who are just as racist as you are gonna fucking get the reference, which is why it's cool because like no one is gonna know what the fuck that is. You know, only fucking weird dipshits know what that is. So it's no skin off my bones. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
5 months, let's go.
How do you know? Because I get called cockroach all the time on the fucking internet by, again, these psychotic shut-ins. True cell, an incel who has never experienced any form of physical intimacy, including kissing or holding hands, and believes they have, or is believed to have, little to no chance of changing that status. From Wiktionary? Oh, God. Yeah, they're ascending to be an incel. They're making incel tier lists. Why would they proudly admit that? Because a sense of community is sometimes the only thing that stops us from ending it all. And I think that for them, this is the only thing that's stopping them from ending it all. That's just the reason, straight up. There's no reason to fucking, there's literally no reason to talk about this in any other terms than that. That's what it is.
Let's fucking go radicalize this.
The talking Turks roaches is just European racism thing. It's not a poll thing. They just use that term. Yeah, I'm saying like it came from like European races, but I feel like this is exactly what they want. They know you don't care. They just want to be boosted on the stream. Yeah, no, the roach stuff is like whatever. I don't give a fuck. Because immediately when you do that, when you're like, oh, you're a Turk roach, I'm like, okay, that only fucking harms you.
Hey Hasan, I live in DC, so I went down
like
to the
you're
Supreme
literally
Court to see the
it's like
protests
the
and was honestly quite surprised
somehow
how many people were saying
nerdier
to just eliminate the court entirely. There's some hope maybe.
You're now somehow a nerdier version of like the KKK because the KKK is at least like out there and like actually taking matters in their own hands. You're just like just as fucking racist as they are, but more of a shut-in. You know what I mean? It's literally the most pathetic way to exist.
10 months woo.
I think that's why they always celebrate like shooters because like, oh, one of us finally like got the courage to do something about it. This is making the rounds on Twitter. People are comparing this to ivermectin.
Hey chat hassle. Feels like Philosophy Tube's video about abortion and Ben Shapiro is extremely relevant today.
On this art, so both are naked and covered in oil. Who's winning the twerk off? That's such a dumb question. It's fucking, what do you mean? It's literally Donald Trump. These people are also adopting leftist language to make you mad. One of those guys you sent into Hoscord yesterday who was talking about surplus value and all that was a Bitcoin and libs of TikTok guy. Yeah, I saw that. I think that they're coming from another community that has a lot of Nazis now that also know a little bit more about leftist theory, or at least know how to point to leftist memes. There's a lot of Nazis in that community now, so. And some that used to be Nazis that no longer were Nazis who are going back to their old ways, I guess. Environmental racism. FYI, her was tweeting about you earlier. It's not surprising. And also, my biggest fan, dude. Get off my dick, dude. Dick riding competition winner of all fucking seasons. Loves to ride my cock. What are you gonna do? Keep riding it, baby.
Hogg.
The best reaction was Kid Nation. If you need the link, check my chat logs. Have a great day. So, I don't know if I want to watch environmental racism because it's like so unrelated, but I kind of do want to watch like some, I kind of want to watch like a fun show, Like maybe like a brief 90-day Reaxay thing. Chat has to help you ignore these bad faith haters. They complain when you give them too much attention, but send you links about it. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know if I should do 90 Day Fiancé again. I don't know if I should go back to MasterChef, like a season that I haven't seen. But then again, I don't know. No, man, I don't want to watch Philosophy Tube. I don't want to watch YouTube essays anymore. Jesus Christ. Or no, I'm not a fan of the Survivor thing. No.
12 months and we're back to 90 Day. Nature is healing, feels strong, man.
What is this new show for you from 2010?
This is Anna. She's got a secret and it's hidden inside this red bag. Was she featured on the TV show Hoarders? Does she make men take a 40-question boyfriend test on the first date? Or was she busted for being a drug mule?
Leathery boys fighting crime? What the fuck is this? Dog the Bounty Hunter? Okay, y'all are being crazy right now, dude. Dog the Bounty Hunter? That came out of nowhere, dude. Jab, today I filed a petition to unionize my Starbucks. Thank you for inspiring me to take charge and not let big corporates screw me and my workers over. Fuck yeah. Congratulations, brother. I mean, 90 Day Frogs are starving. Master Day Frogs ate recently. I don't have a...
Thanks.
Here's that show K-Town. I made a playlist. What is the show K-Town? Fuck was that? When did I say I was going to watch the show K-Town? What the fuck is that?
Excited to watch something fun, King.
If I were to watch MasterChef, I would, for the record, if I were to watch MasterChef, I would want to watch one with like Joe Bastianich on it.
Poll.
Hear me out, MasterChef Junior.
One vote for MasterChef.
I've never seen
Please
MasterChef
distract
Junior.
us from the horror that is American political life. It's so depressing.
Have you seen The Ultimatum? I think you would like it. Okay, we are... Dude, stop sending me the fucking Bert Kreischer video with fucking Stavros. I'm not going to sit here and listen to Stavros and Bert Kreischer for like 45 minutes. I'm looking for a show.
27.
Okay? I don't want to do Kitchen Nightmares. It wasn't as much fun. I didn't like Kitchen Nightmares as much as I liked MasterChef. 60 Days In is really good, but we don't really have episodes on it, I don't think. MasterChef Junior, I don't know if that's good. Look at M HUD's reactions and the suggestions in the mod. I kind of want to try 60 Days In one time. But the problem is 60 Days In, I don't think it has like all the epis. You know what I mean? Look, season 4 episode. Where's season 4 episode 1? "60 Days In," chat, for those of you who don't know. "60 Days In" is a fucking absolutely psychotic... Deborah not letting you get away with it? I guess the they them pronoun question was like kind of similar. This is a little bit more creative, but I want to die. I want Joe Biden to lure me into the grave. Oh my God, it's literally Pretty Privilege. I laughed at that for no reason other than the fact that she's hot. I'm sorry. Just ask me out already so I can reject you, soy boy winky face? What the fuck? What? Fucking boomer humor. I'm sorry. I caught myself. At least I caught myself. Look, being I've never seen a less masculine picture of a man holding a gun. What the fuck is this? Ha ha ha. Get her on stream, please. Oh, dude, I have to. Now I don't know. Ask me out, Hasan. I'll paint your nails and you can bottom. I think I gotta have her. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. She's fucking looking for clout. No way, she's a total bitch. Don't do it. I mean, she's just fucking gobbling up the clout. Like, that's what she's looking for. You're being farmed? Yeah, but like, that's a decent farm. Fox reality show about people who are locked in solitary for weeks and compete against each other. Okay, dude. Okay, listen. Oh, MasterChef episode season 9. XQC my boo-boo. Does he have all of them? 7, 9. Oh no, video unavailable. Episode 1 and episode 2 are unavailable. My lord, you can't think with your pee-pee. Megaphonics, shut the fuck up, dude. Holy shit. Been covering the news non-stop for 7 hours. I want to fucking go back to some like fun shit. And homies are literally like, dude, watch fucking more news. Watch more news. Please do more news. What the fuck? Please do more news. I'm gonna fucking die if we don't do news. Okay, everybody stop. I want to watch this. JD Vance won the Republican primary. Congratulations to the real, true America's own populist leader, JD Vance. Respect. Below 90 Day Frogs are filing up the death cards. 90 Day Frogs. 90 Day Frogs, if they... okay, dude, I'm going with MasterChef. We're going to start on fucking season 9, episode 3, okay? Here's what we're going to do. 90 Day Frogs, if you want me to fucking watch a season, send it to me, okay? That's it. Same guy that uploaded the missing MasterChef episodes says the missing season for episode 9. Want them? Yes.
Thank you, Hassie. I will come back in a month with progress being made.
It's happening. I'm making an executive decision. The Linky, okay? It's happening. Joe Bastianich is back. Joe Bastianich is fucking back. Okay, they said it couldn't be done, but it's back. Okay? Joe Bastianich is back on MasterChef, and I'm back to watching it. 9 is upon us. Get in now, or miss out on the journey of a lifetime. In parentheses, have you peaked? Does anyone have a good fucking meme for this one? Do we have a good meme? MC Frogs We Eat, provided by Sando.
4 months
9.
of brain rot. AI.
Season of MasterChef.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking gourd. Oh my gourd. Oh my gourd. We already did this for months, man, and it was fucking fire. Shut up.
I hope there is ribcorn.
My lord, I speak on behalf of all the 90 Day Frogs. We are fine with MasterChef. Whole Limgrave is throwing a party right now. My lord, I fell to my knees at Walmart. My lord, I fell to my knees at the tavern when I found out you're watching MasterChef. Okay, does anyone have a good, meme for this or what? We'll do 60 days in after this, okay? Good content out there on the fucking planet. Holy shit. You have a good meme?
At HasanAbi, I'm the best.
What the fuck is this? Did you just like
contest.
Just send me, what is this? It's a fucking MP4. Wait, you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it on there. That's actually pretty good. It is
90 days when Arjan Pogo.
Blasting it off, letting the people know, letting the friends know, letting the foes know that an incredibly fun part of the stream is back, okay? Private 18th reporting for the 4th Battalion requesting a Minecraft MasterChef, sir. Okay. Okay. It's done. It's happening. We of Caleb do not agree with the decision of MasterChef. We are demanding 90 days or 60 days.
It's Lil Krish. The politics frogs have been eating for months now. Please just cover Twitch drama.
No. A fucking abysmal idea. That's horrifyingly bad of an idea. We're not doing that.
Canada's worst drivers.
I'm going to fucking change my title to MasterChef is back in a big way.
F you engineer racism.
Okay. Okay. Are we ready? Chat, this is a big move. This is a big movement, okay? This has been a long time coming. It's been so goddamn long. Let's do it.
Next time.
Okay, that's a spoilerino. We already covered the most important story of today. JD motherfucking Vance, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, he won. Fuck you, Josh Mandel. Chillville Bill, thank you for the 10 big ones. 10 biggins, dude. Anyway, Nina Turner got smoked. That is not even remotely surprising. It is. Nobody cares about Ukraine and America now. We are fighting our own government. Don't give a shit about Russia. No, I mean, don't worry. Like, I mean, it's that already happened. Americans already gave up on Ukraine very quickly. The American government won't because it makes them money. It makes the military-industrial complex money. But like the overarching like interest of average Americans in like what's going on in Ukraine died down. Other than like the debate pervert sector.
Talk about or show anything we can look up ourselves.
Dragon Mancers, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Iron Coconut 4, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. We are not doing Uno Mas, okay? I'm sorry. We are not. I'm tired. My brother's here. I'm gonna go hang out with him. I'm gonna hang out with I'm going to hang out with Chris. Last night's out here, so I'm gonna run the last 3-minute ad break now. Okay. Everything's going well. Remember to take a deep breath and enjoy life. Oh no, I'm enjoying it, dude. I'm enjoying it. I was very I think this was a wonderful stream today. I enjoyed it. This was very informative. We looked through some of my old videos as well. This was like back to the good old you know, back to old school ass fucking full-blown full content day. Y'all are freaks, dude. I swear to God. Look at this. What the fuck? Also, not shocked you didn't like Moon Knight. I've been contacted the diaspora. Why? Because they mentioned the Armenian genocide in the first episode briefly? No. It was, yeah, that's the reason why I didn't like it. No, it's just like kind of weird. I wasn't into it. I don't know how else to describe it. Anyway, folks, I will see you all tomorrow. See you all tomorrow, Jack. More, more civil liberties are going to be trampled on by Republicans and the Democrats, demon rats, that is. Not going to do enough to defend them. So. Anyway, love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. There he is again. Hasan is streaming.
Thanks for fun 1 year. Love you, Hussein Hassel.
Review in the P.O. box. Uncle Uger's face. Sudden discord at your prop. Great names take embrace. Tiny Bernie Sanders, LGBTQ Air Force. The whole left at your fingertips. Ane at your door. H3 crowded debate, the Young Turks online show. 3 full fucking years of
Dude, now I'm out of high school for good in 2 weeks and some kid was caught with a gun today. Dude, I'm so happy to get out soon.
90-day fiance talks of champagne bourgeoisie. A Trump rally live reaction.
Less than 3 hassle, less than 3 hassle.
There he is again. Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming.